This was a okay episode. It was good, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I do appreciate the theme of this episode. Um, it's pretty much people overcoming obstacles in their lives, and they have a lot of ways of trying to overcome it. And for this one, you can see the obstacles that almost every character had to go through, like Miju, dealing with Songyum's dad, he keeps being an asshole to her. Overcoming a breakup, between Miju and Songyum. Yeong Hwa's friend, he's overcoming, he's not really overcoming, but he's dealing with an obstacle of having feelings. Well, I think he has feelings. Well, the way that they're portraying it, it looks like he has feelings. That he is dealing with an obstacle of having feelings for a friend that he thinks that he'll never be with. Uh, the I forgot her name, but the girl in the ending, she was bullied. She's dealing with that obstacle, dealing with an obstacle of the guy's mom who wanted her suspended. Stuff like that. So I do appreciate the theme of overcoming obstacles. So at the beginning of the episode, Miju did talk about, like, she didn't want to badmouth Songyum's family, even though her dad is giving her shit, and I don't blame her. But it definitely led to them breaking up, and I did make that prediction in the last review. And Songyum was the one that brought it up, and he told her, "Hey, you should sleep on it." But eventually they did break up, and then we see them in a slump. Well, I wouldn't say a hard heart slump, not J1 from Love Struck in the City slump, but yeah, they're in a slump because, like, they have to think things out, pretty much. Just like I said, Yeong Hwa and Dana are my favorite couple in this episode. Well, in this drama. So, like, so they are together, right? But here's the thing. When they're together, Dana says something, and Yeong Hwa, he becomes angry, and that, what he was before, cause he was angry at her. My question is, who is holding the leash in this relationship? Because Dana, she's a strong woman. We know that. So it looks like that she's holding the leash and Yeong Hwa is her dog. But when she says something that makes him angry, he goes into angry Yeong Hwa, and she's like, "Oh, okay." Like, "Oh, I made you angry? Okay." And it's like he's holding the leash and she's the dog. So now the way I see it, they're both holding the leash on each other. You know what I mean? Because it's so weird that he goes from like a bubbly, usual Yeong Hwa, he gets angry and it's like, "You're making me angry again." And then goes back to Yeong Hwa again. You know what I mean? I mean, it is a good example of every relationship, but like their relationship is like funny but also weird at the same time, and Yeong Hwa, he's a child. But the thing is that you love him anyway. You know what I mean? Now going back to Yeong Hwa's friend, I forgot his name. I keep forgetting his name. I'm too lazy to go back. But Dana saw him looking. Well, she saw him looking at Yeong Hwa again. I think that was either the second time or the third time. And the way that they're portraying it, it looks like he does have feelings for Yeong Hwa. I could be wrong, but again, the way they're portraying it, it does seem like it. So Dana went to the cafe. Obviously, she got her coffee, and she was talking to him to try to get some answers. But, he's not answering. So what's going to be really interesting is how the story is going to pan out, knowing that he might have a crush on Yeong Hwa. And I don't think Yeong Hwa sees him in that way, but yeah, that's going to be really interesting though. And man, I'm going to feel bad for him because he can't be with someone he likes. Oh man, that sucks. Now, I want to get to the most funniest part in this episode. The birthday party. So, Taeyoung, first he was angry that Yeong Hwa was leaving comments, with saying honey and babe on it. He tried to call him, he texted him, and then he was like, "I don't care if you're getting ready for someone's party and whatnot." And then he realized, oh, Dana. And then he went to, I think it was the cafe. He went to the cafe, he talked to Yeong Hwa. He was like, "Who are you to hold a party for her and blah 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 and all of that. And then Yeong Hwa realized, oh, so you're her brother, like brother. And then Taeyoung grabs Yeong Hwa, and then and then Yeong Hwa's friend came to help, and then freaking they're pulling on each other, and then his sister comes in to help because it's Taeyoung, you know, the idol, and then Taeyoung pushes them, and then Yeong Hwa grabs Taeyoung, and then Donna's assistant came and then tried to pull each other, and then everyone it's all hectic. And yo, that was the most funniest thing I've ever seen in this drama. And then we see Songyum arriving, we see Miju, they're staring at each other, obviously they miss each other. And in the middle of that, we see all of them just fighting each other, pulling their hair, pulling their shirt. And it's like, oh my god. And then we see everyone else arriving at the spot. And then Miju's friend just scares Miju, and then poppers pop. And then the trunk opens, happy birthday, cake dropped. Donna's like, oh my god. That was so good. That has to be one of the greatest moments in this drama because it was so perfect. Like, I just love the fact that Miju and Songyum were staring at each other. No one exists. That's a perfect example of I don't see anyone else near me. I only see you, and that's what happened. So at the end, like right after the girl dealt with the mom and the boy, which was pretty weird to me because he only did all of that because he liked her, and it's like, oh, okay. So I kind of thought it was gonna be something serious. Turns out not really. I mean, the boy had a crush on her. Like, the mom was already pissed off anyway. The girl was being bullied anyway. Then she was trying to talk to the mom. The mom said no. Miju coming in like a G with a brick. I thought she was really gonna break her windows. But then the boy comes out and stopped the mom, and it's like, what are you doing? Hey, I'm only doing all this because I like you. And it's like, oh, okay, it's not that serious anyway. So yeah, he deserves to get beaten by his mom. So at the end, we just get a nice moment between Miju and Songyum. They miss each other, obviously. For them, yeah, like, I'm not saying they're a boring couple, but the interest really did decrease, I should say. Like I don't have much of an interest towards that couple anymore. Like, I like the couple, just yeah, I just don't have as much of an interest for them. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the review of this episode. If you guys like my review, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.